Hello everyone, my name is Unravled, but you can call me Rav. And welcome to my Pokemon Colosseum, Let's Play-ish series. This is going to be heavily edited, a heavily edited playthrough. I'm not going to show absolutely everything. I'm probably just going to show the main story elements and some other things similar to that. Speaking of story elements, let's go ahead and start the first part of the story. Pah. We sure pigged out, eh? I love chowing down after a job. It adds to the flavor, I swear. Yeah, and we bagged ourselves a great big catch, too. Boss will be sure to fix us up good with big rewards, too. It doesn't get any better than this. So I'm sure we'll see more of those two later. Anyways, with this series, I want to follow as closely as possible the rules I've set for my kind of Origin Dex challenge. So I'll go ahead and share some of those rules here. Rule number 1, we need to catch every Shadow Pokemon as soon as possible. Rule number 2, we need to purify every Shadow Pokemon. Rule number 3, we need to get Ho-Oh and Celebi. More on that later. And rule number 4, we need to use unique Pokemon teams to beat the game. Oh, we got a small cutscene. Authorities have made a stunning announcement on the mysterious building that exploded in Eklo Canyon. It was Team Snagem's hideout. Team Snagem is a gang of Pokemon abductors who have already been marked for arrest. The hideout was discovered only as the result of an explosion. By the time the police arrived, the ruined building had already been abandoned. The cause of the explosion is under investigation. It should become apparent eventually. So, as for rules 1 and 2, I think it's pretty simple. I want to make sure that we're catching and purifying every single Shadow Pokemon, and because of that, rule number 1 and rule number 2 tie in directly with rule number 3, getting Ho-Oh and Celebi. Now, you get Ho-Oh by catching every single Shadow Pokemon and purifying them and doing one extra step. Celebi is a bit the same, but it's a bit more complicated, so we'll talk about it later. As you can see, this is the overlay that I have to help us with that. We can see the number of Pokemon we've caught, the number of Pokemon we've purified, and I'll be updating that as we go. Along the bottom bar, you can see which Pokemon we have currently in our party, and it will be changing quite a bit throughout our playthrough. Rule number 4 is a bit unique. Rule number 4 says that we need to use unique Pokemon teams to beat the game. Essentially what this means is any team that I play through a game for on this channel, if I use a Pokemon, I'll never be able to use it again to beat the game. So I have a video in the works that explains these rules a bit more further, but to put it simply, if I use a Pokemon, let's say Raichu. I use Raichu on my team. I can no longer use Raichu, Pikachu, or Pichu to beat a game ever again. There are a few exceptions, but that'll be explained in a different video. Anyways, now that this battle is done, we can kind of progress the main story a little bit more, which is good for us. We definitely want to be progressing the story as much as possible. If you have any questions, though, about my rules, then just let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to explain them the best I can. I really like our protagonist Spike. It's really cool and sweet looking. And we are in my favorite city in this entire game. I really like the oasis in the middle of a desert kind of concept. It looks really beautiful, and it's very aesthetically pleasing. Hey, what are you doing? Get a grip, man. Yeah, you say that, but it won't stop squirming. Makes it tough to hold on. Okay, settle down in there. Just be quiet for a little while longer. Help! Someone let me out! Kidnappers! That tape didn't keep her yap shut. Hey, quit your shouting. Oh, drat. Did that punk over there hear all that? And they drop whoever's ever in the bag on the ground. Since you overheard us, we don't have any choice. Blame it on your own bad luck. So Shady Guy Foley would like to battle. One thing about Pokemon Colosseum that is a bit different from mainline Pokemon games is that every battle is going to be a double battle, which inherently isn't a bad thing, but it does make the game a bit more challenging. Many of the bosses in this game are going to be using double battle strategies, so we also kind of want to have those strategies on our team as well. So double battle strategies usually include things like using Surf, Earthquake, etc. So we definitely want to make sure that we're taking advantage of that as well. And that's one thing about this game. Double battles notoriously take a long time, and the animations in Pokemon Colosseum are really long, and battles don't progress quickly. So I'll probably only be showing battles that pertain to the story, because there's going to be a lot of simple battles that just don't connect to the main story at all. Eek! Somebody! Robbers! They're robbers! You be quiet. We're no robbers, we're kidnappers. Get it? Kidnappers. What? You dingbat! Don't go shoot off your mouth. Don't get all happy just on account of winning this once. The next time we meet, I'll trash you, your Pokemon, and all. So, yeah. Some of these, we're gonna skip some of the more unimportant battles. For now, I don't think there's too many unimportant battles in this that we're going to be doing in this episode, but there's going to be quite a few unneeded battles that you guys don't need to see. Where is this? Where do those two bring me? This is Fennec City, the opulent city of water. This person saved you from those thugs. The way he battled those goons, it was truly superb. I wish you could have seen it. Oh, is that so? Thank you. And, you are... Oh, so you're named Unravled. I am... My name's Rui. I'm sure glad I met you. I was in the neighboring town when those two grabbed me. Oh, those guys. Did they use a peculiar Pokemon? A peculiar Pokemon? No, they looked ordinary to me. What do you mean by peculiar Pokemon? Oh, no, that's fine then. Well, it's easy to see something's on your mind. You should go see our mayor for his advice. He's a very kindly person. I'm sure that he'll be able to help you somehow. The mayor's house is near the Fountain Square past here. Go up the stairs from the square, and it's on your left. The mayor? Yes, that's true. The mayor might know something. Hey, Unravled, I know I'm imposing, but I don't have anyone else that I can turn to. Please, can I get you to escort me for a while? Sure, why not? Thank you, Unravled. I thought you might say something like that. If you're with me, Unravled, it won't matter if those guys come back again. Thank you. Thanks for joining me for a while. Rui became a partner, and she'll be our partner for the rest of this game. So, like I was saying, there's going to be lots of unimportant battles that we will need to be skipping in this game, but I don't think there's going to be too many in this one. I think we've only got 4 more mandatory battles in Fennec City. I guess you're a traveling trainer. I like what I see in your expression. I have a feeling I may see you again somewhere. Alright. What a lovely old chap. Got a super potion. Those will be handy later. Ah, you must be travelers. Welcome to Fennec City. I'm Escad, the mayor. Now, you wanted to see me. Is there something I may be able to assist you with? Oh? What may I do for a pretty young lady like you? I saw it. Saw it? And what did you see? I saw a peculiar Pokemon. No, that's not quite right. What I saw was a Pokemon that gave off a black aura. It was like a fighting machine. And that Pokemon would attack people. Oh my. Pokemon like a fighting machine? And it attacks people? Now, if that were true, that would be truly frightening. However, it is a little hard to believe. It's true, Mr. Mayor. Because I saw that Pokemon, I was made the prisoner of some frightening men until just a little while ago. I see. I understand. I will order an investigation at once. You will? Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Oh, no. There's no need for thanks. We mustn't allow thugs to do as they wish, especially thugs that endanger a pretty young lady like you. I'll ask that you give me a little time on this matter. I promise we'll get some useful information for you. Oh yes, you appear to be a Pokemon trainer yourself. If so, I urge you to visit our city's pride and joy, our Pokemon Stadium. It's a breathtakingly beautiful stadium befitting our oasis city. Sure thing, sir. Welcome to Phoenix Stadium. This is where we register trainers for challenges. However, the current challenge has already started, so we are no longer accepting trainers for this challenge. Please come back and enter the next challenge. Oh, it's Team Snagem. Hey, Unravled. We finally found you, you filthy double-crossing traitor. Wrecking the hideout wasn't good enough for you? So you rip off the snag machine? You've got some nerve. Who are these people? Huh? Are they Team Snagem? And what do they mean by traitor? Unravled? You don't mean... That's right, pretty lady. He's from Team Snagem, just like us. But he's no ordinary member. He's a snagger. He's the best in Team Snagem at snagging Pokemon without fail. No way. Is that true, Unravled? Oh, so it is true. That's a little shocking. Hey, Unravled, come on, hand it over. Give back the snag machine you ripped off from the hideout. Snag machine? Unravled, do you really have something like that? The snag machine's built for trainers. When a trainer puts the snag machine on, their Pokeballs are converted. Ordinary Pokeballs are turned into snag balls that can steal Pokemon from their trainers in battle. Hey, you blabbermouth! Keep that stuff secret. I get it, Unravled. That's why these creeps are chasing after you. Creeps? What do you mean by creeps? Gah, this is getting us nowhere. If you won't give it up willingly, we'll take it back by force. So, there's only like 3 more battles, I think, that we'll be doing in this episode, but I don't want this to get too long, so we might be skipping some of these battles starting from now on. You know, one thing I'm thankful for, I'm glad that that the protagonist character, I think his name is Wes, and I'm glad he's not bald. Could you imagine having a bald protagonist? Blast you, Unravled. Don't think this is over. We're going to get that snag machine back. Just you wait. Well, what do you know, Unravled? So you're from Team Snagem. Oh, right. To be accurate, I should say a former Team Snagem. It's okay, Unravled. It doesn't matter to me who you are. After all, you're my gallant prince who rescued me when I was in trouble. So it doesn't matter. Besides, I thought up something after listening to those creeps. Listen, Unravled, we should go shopping for some Pokeballs. One thing that I kind of dislike about Pokemon Colosseum is that they like making you talk to random NPCs instead of the NPCs you think they would be. So, Rui told us we should go find some Pokeballs. So you would think you would need to talk to one of the store owners here, right? Nope, you have to talk to this guy. No one sells Pokeballs around these parts. That's common knowledge. The guy that runs the outskirts stand used to sell them before, but you have to keep that a secret. Why is that a secret? Why is it so hard to get Pokeballs here? Like, I know that there's no wild Pokemon in Orre at this point in time, but like, why do we have to keep the fact that the outskirts stand man sells Pokeballs a secret? Listen, pal, if you're intending to travel some more, you might want to stock up on supplies here. Hi, can I ask you something? Don't you sell any Pokeballs? Huh? Pokeballs, you say? There's no call for those things around these parts. Where to put them now? Oh yeah, here they are. A little dusty, I'm afraid, but otherwise perfectly usable. Here, take these. I'll let you have them for free. Contained 5 Pokeballs. Well, since I found them, I might just as well put them out with the rest of the merchandise. If you need some more from me, how about buying them from me? You want to buy something? Of course. We are going to be buying 10 Pokeballs. That will give us access to a Premier Ball, and then we will be using a glitch to have infinite Premier Balls. So we'll never have to buy Premier Balls again unless we make a mistake. So let's go ahead and head back to Phoenix City. Oh, it's you two. Something terrible's happening. A whole lot of scary men came here. I think I even saw those 2 creeps who took off in the truck earlier. Okay, so now we go back to the mayor's office. Master Mirabee, it's him. He's the one that took the girl from us. Oh, now aren't you boys frightfully pathetic? You mean to tell me that you are bested by these darling infants? Darling, did you say your name was Unravled or something? I so don't like saying this, but we're not at liberty to keep your lady friend at liberty. That sweet young thing, she can see things that ordinary people aren't supposed to see. That just will not do for what we're planning to do. No, it just won't do at all. If you don't like pain, like most people, you can avoid the pain by keeping your nose out of places it needn't be. Boys, oh boys. Yes, we will. Boys, I shall make my return to Pyrite now. Do remember that I'll be waiting for you to return with the little lady. Am I making myself clear? I won't accept failure from you again, boys. Let the music spin, let's get it on. Best theme in the game. You. The last time you caught me off guard. That's not gonna happen again. Oh, blasted, I got tripped up again. My turn now. I'm not going to end up like Foley. Mirabee Peon Trudley would like to battle. Duskull and Spinnerack. I can see a black aura coming from it, and they must have done something to that Pokemon. Unravled, be careful! This Pokemon isn't afraid to attack people. I know, Unravled. I hate to say this, but there's no other choice. Get that Pokemon back from the bad guys. Please, you have to. You can... Actually, only you can do it. We are going to go ahead and we are going to do the glitch. So if we use a Premier Ball with our Umbreon on the Makuhita, we go to items, we swap the positions. We will not actually lose the Premier Ball. It kind of glitches out. It doesn't, like, we switched it, so it's like it knows we're using a Premier Ball, but when it goes to remove it, it reads it as it's trying to take away a Pokeball, but it didn't use a Pokeball. So it just kind of doesn't work. Anyways, that's our first Shadow Pokemon caught. Only 47 more to go. Duskull fainted. See ya, buddy. So, we did just catch him. He's going to be on our team now. So, we can go ahead and add Makuhita to our party. Darn it, but you're good. You snagged my Pokemon. Hey, what are you saying? You're not supposed to be impressed. Oh man, what are we supposed to do? We got flattened again. Mirabee's gonna chew us out. What do we do? What is there to do? Run away. Okay, so we didn't... Rui, you did it! Unravled, you snagged that Pokemon from the goon. But I'm sure there are others like it. Let's get them all back from the bad guys. So I want to move our Makuhita to the front of our party. So there's a quick way to purify all of these shadow Pokemon, and we'll talk about that in a second. So each of these guys is now guarding an exit to Fennec City so that we can't progress the story. The guy that we just saw was green, so he has a Bayleaf. This guy's red, so he has a Typhlosion. Not Typhlosion, Quilava. We want to battle the guy that's down here that has a Croconaw. We don't necessarily care about the Croconaw. We care about the item that it's holding. So we want to battle this guy. Sorry to break it to you, but I'm not about to let you pass. Or do you have this idea that you can take me in battle? Who's going to beat me? You are. Don't be crying out of regret later. Anyways, so the fast way to purify a shadow Pokemon, there's several different methods. We'll talk about them a bit later as we get to them, as we unlock them. One of the easiest methods is to have them go into hyper mode, which means there's a chance that they go into it every time they use a move. However, if they are constantly using Shadow Rush, this move here, there is a high likelihood of them going into Shadow mode. So the more we use Shadow Rush, the more quickly we can call them and purify them. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be catching shadow Pokemon, putting them in our party, and just trying to purify them as quickly as possible so that there's less we have to do later. And Makuhita is pretty weak, it would seem. Do we get to see him go into hyper mode? No, we don't. Okay, that's fine though. I'm just now realizing we didn't save our game, so if we kill it, we're just kind of screwed. He is at 1 HP. Okay, so Croconaw, please get in the ball. Okay, cool. So that's 2 shadow Pokemon caught now, which is really nice. Go ahead and add him to our party. You're tough. Trudley and Folly can't be blamed for losing. What was that strange Pokemon? What did you people do to it? That? It's a Pokemon that we turned into a fighting machine by artificially closing the door to its heart. No, you didn't. You artificially closed the door to that poor Pokemon's heart? Knowing that's not going to help you do anything. I know. When I was little, I heard about that. They say that if any Pokemon closes the door to its heart, it can be gradually reopened by battling together with it. Unraveled, let's go. Those guys are probably heading for Pyrite Town. After all, it was in Pyrite Town that they captured me. Okay, so let's go ahead and we need to switch Croconaw to the front of our party. Croconaw, this one particularly, is holding a Mystic Water, which will be very helpful once we get a Pokemon with a good special attack with Surf. Next stop is the construction lot. And there is the Realgram Tower, I think it's called. Anyways, let's go ahead and head back out. This is not where we wanted to go. Here we are, Pyrite Town, a rough and dirty town full of thugs and scoundrels. It is said to be home to sinister Pokemon. And anyways, that is where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Peace.